Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Xeno Damus, and I'm here with
Q.
And we're going to talk about episode 2 of The Falcon and Winter Soldier. This episode, I was actually one of our buddies had watched it before.
The Blood Axe, Mr. Blood Axe.
Mr. Blood Axe, and he had talked about it, and I probably it sort of hurt me a bit because he was saying there's cool stuff to happen, and there was cool stuff to happen in this episode, but I came in with too high expectations.
He promised the pace picked up, and while it did, not to the degree he implied.
Yeah, my expectations rose above what I got. Now, after letting it settle a little bit now, I'm coming back as a clear head, but when I first finished the episode, I looked at him, I was like,
yeah, as per usual, we had different gripes.
Yeah.
Mine is a little bit racier, so everybody don't freak out, but I did make the comment. I followed up by saying that it's not to an offensive degree, but you see the little attempts to be a little more girl power-y mixed in a little bit, but not a lot. It's not a problem. I'm not trying to be spicy, or anything like that. It's just, I was aware that I went and said, I think every major character has gotten their butt whooped by a woman in this episode. Yeah. And it's just like, huh. And you know what's funny? This is how this has been damaging media, because it's done well enough that I wouldn't have noticed it if we didn't have so much bad attempts at doing this, that it makes you more sensitive to it.
Oh, yeah.
Because after I stopped after the show, and I looked at it, I said, it was fine, actually.
Yeah.
It's just, you're a little more sensitive because it's beaten over the head. Because you got to remember, I'm following Bad Woman and other stuff, and it's like, I've been beaten over the head with it so often that I'm a little bit more aware of it when I see it.
The thing with superhero movies is it's you also have superpowers involved usually, so it's not as also.
Oh yeah, it's not like Charlie's Angels bad. Oh God, no, or Ocean's 13 or whatever. It's not like that terrible where it's just ridiculous. I mean, it makes sense. By the way, this is going to be a spoilers included review. Right?
Yeah,
most reviews are by default.
I figured, the first bit we were gonna not go as spoilers.
All right, we'll try to be organized.
Then we cut into spoilers, but
I was about to go full on spoilers.
Well, let's just talk about how we liked the episode or didn't like the episode real quick.
I liked it more than you. Like that little thing I mentioned was not an actual problem. It's just something I noticed. If you're the kind of person that unfortunately is hypersensitive to it, you might notice it too. Otherwise, good episode. I like a lot of the scenes, and most of them were the talking scenes. Action scenes were good too, but I like the talking scenes.
The comedy is hitting with this. Like the two main characters, Falcon and Winter Soldier, both hit really good lines. They are delivered well. They don't seem like they're just thrown in there just to make comedy as much. It fits. They
feel like the kind of trash talking and joking that we do frequently. Yeah. Like, it fits into a very natural flow. I like it. I love the therapist, man. She is friggin' awesome. Yeah. Usually one of my favorite characters. We won't go to spoilers, but the leader of the Flag Smashers is revealed. Not feeling it, which may be the other reason why, because also looks goofy as shit, and I'm so happy to be here. It's just maybe not the best actress there.
I don't know. We'll talk about that more.
I'm not impressed with the casting. Yeah. That's why I'm not going into detail. I'm not impressed. I'm talking about how I like the show. Yeah, I'm talking about the actress.
My rebuttal to it was a spoiler. And that's what I was saying. We'll talk about it more after.
Okay, yeah, after the spoiler free. But I rate this up. Well, it's hard to put a score so early on, and we got
compare it comparatively to episode 1.
Better than episode 1. Mm-hmm. I mean, the one thing they did, which ain't real spoiler, because they call, they actually, with the subtitles, when I got so mad, the subtitles actually had U.S. Agent as John Walker. They actually called him Captain America, and I was like, that's not Captain America, that's U.S. Agent. Yeah. He doesn't get that name, but that's because I've read enough of the comics and know that he's a chuckle fuck, that I don't like John Walker. because he gets made an ass out of constantly.
Yeah, no,
he works for the bad guys real easy because he's a dumbass. So
I mean, I always thought his character in the comics was a joke. Like
he's actually really competent.
I mean,
when he's not being easily made a fool out of by everybody.
Every one of the comics that I remember him being in, he was like the brunt of everybody's joke.
I don't think there's a bad guy that hasn't walked in and been like, "Hey, I'm not a bad guy. I'm with America." All right, like he's just a freaking idiot.
You know, I mean, I picture him almost, you know, the stupidity of the. I don't know. Did you see the Suicide Squad, new Suicide Squad trailers?
I know it's out, but the way people have been reacting, I didn't watch it because I'm kind of worried because everybody's had weird opinions.
In the trailer, there was one scene where one of the characters told another character that he should eat a dick or something, and he was all about, oh, this beach could be covered in dicks, and I'd eat all of them if it was for justice. If it was gonna bring justice, and that's what I feel with you know, is he?
That sounds like a U.S. agent thing to say, yeah. But a good episode. I'm looking forward to more. Hopefully, well, that's the spoilers. Damn it. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, let me get to my part of, and then we'll go to the spoiler part.
This is hard.
All right. So anyway, I do rate this episode as a rising from episode one. You know, obviously episode one was setting a lot of stage. You did get more. Well, it was giving you the backgrounds of the characters, sort of building up where they are today and all that.
I now agree after the second episode they could have did more though.
The second episode played up more with the characters' current time. You know, where they're at now. You know, I like that. There was some action.
Good action scenes.
It was still slow, in my opinion, but I did think it was going in a good direction from episode one. So I will say this is continuing to rise.
It's picking up. That's a good way to put it. It's picking up. It's picking up speed.
So now we can get to the
spoilers. All right. One of my biggest issues for y'all that watched the first review is I was worried that it was going to be bargain bin sell superheroes. Kind of is, but there may be. Hopefully, they're going to resolve that. You know, by going, but that was all that we had. But, I mean, we immediately have now hit a total of an additional 8 supers. 9, technically, with Isaiah. So, like, we went from super soldiers are rare.
One of them's already dead, though. Like, it was a...
Okay, back to 8. Well, but if you count U.S. Agent, we're back up to 9, so there. So, I mean, they're cranking superpower soldiers, or 8. My numbers may be off. But my point is that... They already have more superpower people than was in the Avengers movie.
I don't think they've said that super soldier or that secret agent, whatever his name is.
He took the punch from the superpower person and got up like he wasn't hurt.
He got flung off into the windshield of a car. You know how superhero movies go. They could just be saying, you know, oh, well, the windshield softened his landing. And with his armor and all that stuff. I don't think they're going with him having superpowers yet.
No, I think that was a reference to Chile when they said last time we were up in Chile. I think that may be when they ran across the two.
But at the same time,
also remember
it has not been strictly.
Just forgetting who was experimenting when he was in jail. It was the government. They may have copies of whatever the power broker has. Heck, the guys, the power broker's men that show up. Okay, let's give a short rundown. We start off the episode. And we got Falcon. We got U.S. Agent. You go through a whole big fap fest for the new Captain America. He's super cool. He's got a black girlfriend and a black best friend and all of that, yada, yada, yada. And then I don't like him, man. We know this, so I'm not being fair.
I couldn't tell if that was his girlfriend or if it was just like a really close female friend.
And he kisses on and says, "Love you too."
I mean, I've seen some. Okay, look, as much of the weird white kid that he is, that because they didn't kiss on the lips, she kissed his finger. You know, she like handed him something and then kissed his hand or something.
You don't normally say "love you" to a random friend, dude. I think that's his chick.
I've known some weird people that.
Well, okay, then his completely potentially platonic.
I don't know.
Maybe him and Battlestar are a couple. Whatever. It is Marvel.
Look, I'm just
it's
not
possible.
trying to fill in blanks here. I'm not trying to make an assumption. It's the same thing with the superpower.
The whole most of the section is going to be assumption, yeah. Well, no, superpower thing is hope. I'm hoping they're going to rein that in.
But you were stating it as fact, and that's why I brought it up.
Okay, you motherfucker. All right. So his maybe not girlfriend and his maybe not platonic friend, maybe everybody's boning. That's cool if you do. Bloom, boom, wave the blue flag, whatever. Motherfucker. Okay. Shit. Now I'm annoyed. Then they have Falcon going on a mission. He meets Bucky. Bucky joins him on the mission without permission. Action scene, the big truck action scene goes. They didn't show you all the best parts. It's actually a pretty good fight scene. We end up with U.S. Agent and Battlestar, which, that was pretty bad, yeah. Joining them, so we end up with all four of them in a fight with the completely superpowered Flag Mashers, all of them, like I said. Everybody's a super soldier, so just be ready for that. It's super soldiers raining from the sky. They got old black ones from 50 years ago, just super soldiers all over the place. That, you know, they go with that scene. U.S. Agent's kind of a dick, like you knew it would be, like not a shock that they pissed both of them off. Cool ass scene where they go to find Isaiah, a former super soldier that no one knew about but Bucky, that he fought in the past. You find out a really important scene, which is that when he got thrown in a jail cell, the super soldier, even though he served his country, and they experimented on him for 30 years, which strongly implies that may be, like Xeno's theory is that's where they got the serum, was from his blood, because I don't guess he got his from the power broker. I think he mentioned the power broker. But, so that may be where they got the extra copy or they got U.S. agents for him. I still believe he has the powers. Could be wrong, but if he doesn't, then they're not following the comic. They go on. Bucky gets arrested for skipping out on his basically parole, not going to see his therapist. You get the cool therapist scene in this episode too, so several good scenes. You find out that the terrorists are like, they stole the super serum whatever superpower formula from the power broker. So the good news is the power broker isn't just handing these out to poor weirdos on the corner. It's like they stole it. Not feeling her. Now, you said you had a rebuttal. Not feeling the leader of the resistance, man. It almost feels like a self-insert of what you see from some of these people. I feel like it's someone's daughter. She did not sell. The faces she made look so fucking stupid. And, like, I just wasn't feeling her at all.
And that's so the thing is my rebuttal to that was I was going to say, I think there's a high possibility that they're pawns anyway. So it doesn't matter their level of leadership and all that. They're pawns in a bigger game. I think they'll fade out.
I hope so, because she
midway.
just is.
Because I mean we got Zemo, who's coming up, and that's going to be your main villain. So
it's apparently coming off as a group of superpowered dorks. Yeah. Like that's really like they are not like.
But and that's why I also mentioned the girlfriend thing. I think a lot of this stuff is possibly red herrings. Like, honestly, the girlfriend, he probably thinks that she's his girlfriend. I don't think that she is his.
That's because you can't believe a black woman would date that nerd. John Walker sucks.
Well, no, dude, you got to think about how.
Not the actor, the guy. He's doing a great job playing U.S. Agent. I hate him. That's what
you got to think about how the government in Marvel has treated Captain America and other agents. Most likely,
think she's a honeypot?
Honeypot.
Oh, wow. That'd be messed up. I'd love it. John Walker is a loser. He gets played. Yeah. That fits his MO. Like, that he'd be
and sort of that awkward moment there in the locker room where there wasn't a full kiss. It was that weird sort of kiss thing. It was just like, oh, I love you.
Only John Walker would be such a big loser that his honeypot's not sleeping with him. Like, that's such a John Walker thing of you've got a honeypot and you're still not.
And that's where I was going with
wow.
that. Is, because Marvel does that, man. They do a lot of that red herring implied stuff. And, so I was trying to look at the subtleties of the actors, reaction, similar to.
At least there was something to see. I hate the leader of the fucking Black Match, man. She just came off and just like, I'm in a Marvel show.
I don't know, man.
I was like, ooh, wow. You're not coming off as an edgy terrorist or a freedom fighter or inspired. You're coming off as like.
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
I was like, ooh.
They're controlled, man. They're controlled.
For the first time, I actually found myself going, maybe they should replace all the redheads with black women. That was bad acting, man.
Wow.
All I'm saying is that the sisters pull off sassy, man, and like authoritative at least. I was looking at her going like, it's like a puppy. It's like a sad puppy. You want to pet it and just go home. Even with the super soldier serum, she failed to yank it. When she puts on a mask, it makes it so much better. Because the facial expressions don't work for me.
But yeah, and you mentioned the number of the women in power and stuff like that being a little high.
There's the other that there's quite. There's a lot, and we haven't even got to the blonde lady from the trailer. And there's already a lot of badass women to the point that I think there's more badass women than badass men already. And
I can see that. I think it's done pretty well, though. And like you said, if it wasn't because of a certain climate right now, where
I would have never noticed because it's not done bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been noticed. Same thing with they played the cop, Black Hood type card as well, but they did it really well. Honestly,
He didn't pull out his gun and start shooting them. Yeah,
I honestly thought they were going to tase him or something. I was going to be like, oh, okay, yeah,
they did it
but they did just like play.
And the hilarious thing, the white guy got arrested, like Bucky got arrested, and Falcon did.
Where they're trying to include a lot of the social situations that are going, but they're not going.
I mean, my most pissed off about that scene is like,
I won't finish my sentence.
No, you won't.
All right, so they're trying to include a lot of the social stuff that's going on, but they're not going too far with it, which I got to commend them for.
They haven't derailed the story with it. Which is why, like I said, I brought it up because it's enough. If it wasn't Marvel, I might not have noticed. But we know what Marvel's doing. So some of it, too, is me being sensitive to Marvel because Marvel is really trying to get rid of all the guys. Like, it's a known thing.
We've been keeping up with a lot of the Disney stuff going on.
Yeah, I've been having it. It burns when I pee, man. I think it gave me hepatitis.
Wow.
3
Alrighty
13. Then. Like, it's a trash fire. So while I'm trying to enjoy these shows, I'm watching it going like, you're going to do this dumb shit. It's in there somewhere. and they've done it to themselves, man. They fostered this environment where I'm always cautious. And I wasn't when I was watching WandaVision. Well, I did notice it here or there, but at least they used Monica Rambeau. I know Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
They used Scarlet Witch. I know Scarlet Witch. You know what I mean? So it's like, these are characters I expect to be badass. I want to see. You know what I'm saying? That's something I'm looking into. So I didn't care. These characters I don't know, and it is a lot more aware when you bring in a lot of unknowns, when you bring a lot of new faces.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of like badass woman type, another badass woman type, another badass woman type. You're just like, are they doing a thing, or is this just the actresses they picked? Now, in a case, like I said, a therapist, that chick's killing that role. She's amazing. Like, I like that actress and what she's pulling off. So, it works. The leader, I don't know. I'm hoping our blonde spy agent or whatever that we come across here, because you can see her on the picture behind us, I'm hoping she's a better actress. If she isn't, then it's going to start to be grating. Because below her, we see, that, like I said, not pulling it off at all. So I'm hoping we would, like, if they get, she's a good actress and her character's well written, or even better, she's a reference to a comic book character.
Also, and this may be a clue here too, is that you have the size variance. Smaller character, a little more bigger character. Then you got
Zemo.
Probably Zemo, main villain.
Then you got Toy Boy in the middle.
Toy Boy in the middle, who they may have just kept him small so you didn't really notice that it wasn't Captain America. I don't know. But anyway, no, I mean, dude, I am enjoying it. I am looking forward to future episodes. They of course ended the episode with another moment that you're like, okay, now I need to watch the next episode. They're doing that nice hook at the end of each to hook you into the next episode, and I'm enjoying it, dude. I don't have too many complaints other than it just being still a little slow.
Second episode.
Yeah,
so I get it. I mean, after WandaVision, I wouldn't mind this one being faster than it is.
Yeah.
But that's just because WandaVision was a slow boil. I mean, let's be honest. Everything of real importance, a lot didn't happen until the last few episodes. Like, you almost would be better off starting with the last 4 episodes of WandaVision. Like the first few episodes are so slow, they literally lower the score.
Start on the 4th episode of WandaVision.
You could even skip that. They recap enough, to be honest. They do. They recap and make sure they don't leave anything confusing. They're very thorough about. I thought I turned my phone off.
Yeah,
like
you would think you would.
I thought I did then. Let's try it again. All right. But
and now we do this all in one take because that's not getting cut out. All right,
just constantly going.
Anyway, final notes on the episode. Let's wrap this up. I think we've covered most everything.
Definitely continue watch. I mean, it's got more action, better pacing. It's not playing a lot with mysteries. It's going straight in. Most of the acting's good. The actor playing U.S. Agent is succeeding if he's trying to play U.S. Agent. If he's trying to play Captain America, can go to hell. If he's trying to play U.S. Agent, he's doing a good job. Like, he's...
Oh, yeah, no. He's doing a really good job.
Like I don't hate him because he's a terrible actor. I hate him because he's playing U.S. Agent successfully.
Yeah.
Again, our 2 leads, killing it. Man, they're really selling the buddy cop feel, man.
Oh, no, dude. They're
knocking it out.
Their charisma on screen is really high. Like it really shows that they I think they probably really enjoy acting together in real life because they seem to play off of each other really well.
It's always that last line, man. I mean, like I said, they pull off every scene. Yeah. Like, I gotta say, the acting's better than WandaVision by a good bit.
Oh, yeah.
I liked WandaVision because I liked the characters, I liked all the mystery in the story, and I liked the magic of Marvel. It's always been a little secret world for us, Doctor Strange fans know that it was almost like our little Dresden file stuck off to the side that had its own style, and I like that. And I like Magic World. But when it comes to like actually feeling like a Marvel show that's following the movies, this feels like a Marvel show following the movies. If you like the movies, this is in the same vein. They're doing a pretty decent job. Same pacing. It is, to me, a successful endeavor so far.
Yeah.
And I'm liking it. The few critiques I have are not nearly important enough to slow me down or hurt my enthusiasm. Now, I really think that next character, how they pull off Zemo, and I don't know who the other character is, but because you saw her whooping her ass too, because taking an ass whooping from a woman seems to be a requirement.
In the trailer.
In the trailer. But if they're pulled off well, I think this show is going to be good Marvel. Still looking most forward to Loki. I still think that's going to be the best out of all of them. But this is probably going to be the second best if Loki is better, or the best one so far. Because we're definitely not looking forward to She-Hulk.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm going to watch it for you guys.
No, you're not. I'm going to watch it.
No, I'm going to watch it too.
Oh, wow. You really are?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Usually I have to watch those shows. He won't even watch them. All right. But that's going to be a train wreck.
Look, I won't watch Batwoman, but that's because everybody already knows Batwoman sucks.
No, she doesn't. She's a lesbian.
Thank you for watching this review of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, Episode 2. Hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with us here while we talked about this, and that you also enjoyed the episode. You can catch us every Sunday live on Twitch for our live stream. And be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff to YouTube. Hit the notification bell so you can get more videos like this and others. We got some gaming going on lately on there. A lot of fun stuff. All right, guys. As every week, we hope you enjoy.